Hello, welcome to my channel called Actively Planning, where we do all things planning a weekly spread in a passion planner. So the planner that I have is actually a small size, and I'll open it here, but it is a Monday start, so I have my weekends gathered together and then my weekdays all together as well. And as you can see, my biggest way of knowing what's happening in the new upcoming week is using all these post-its. It's just a way for me to be able to keep track of everything and actually sit down and plan instead of having to write it down, plan, erase, go with it. So for this week, I'm actually going to be using these super colorful stickers from a book that I have from Happy Planner. And with that, I'm going to be incorporating these 3 washi tapes. One of them actually has Good Vibes on it, which I love. Of course, I have my icon stickers. These have been very much loved and utilized, and I just love being able to categorize them with these icons, every single thing that I have. And then of course I have my Make ID label printer here, which I pre-printed some labels, actually the 4 labels that I use every single week in every single one of my plans. So first things first that I'm actually going to be doing in this spread is whiting out these black bar sections. The reason I do this is because I want my washi tape to be super crisp, clear. The colors, wow, I cannot do a straight line on this thing. But anyways, I want my washi tape to be, full focus, full color, and this just allows me to be able to do that. So whiting out, and then of course I'm going to go ahead and add my tapes here. So I'm going to kind of mix and match because this one washi tape has so many colors that it's kind of the vibe that I'm going to go with for this week, which is going to be fun, colorful, and just, seeing how I feel when I go into using all the stickers. So anyways, let me just go ahead, add these washi tapes before getting into planning. Okay, let's get started. So I have my mild liners here. I'm gonna grab some of my pens, some of my stencils, which the stencil, I've had many questions. Just an FYI, it is by, and I hope I'm not mistaking the name, but Krissyanne Designs. I actually linked it in the description of my video here, so if you want it, I highly recommend having it, but if you want it, that is where I linked it. But okay, so I'm gonna get started with time blocking all of my things, and I kind of wanted to talk about a giant thing called mindset. Yes, you've heard it before, it's fine. But I kind of wanted to talk about this because one of the biggest things that happens to every single one of us is our mindset can basically make or break our day. So when we have this idea of what, let's say, and I'm going to go into obviously the whole planning concept, but when we go into this idea of wanting a perfect day to follow exactly what it is that we put in our day and it doesn't go that way, our mindset is being, challenged in a way. And one of the biggest things when it comes to your mindset is that it can literally, actually believe what it is that you're thinking, or it can actually help you overcome or react differently towards things that are not going your way. So one of the biggest things when it comes to mindset is kind of challenging it. Asking yourself questions like, okay, is this helpful? Is this hurtful? Is this something that is going to move me forward? Is this something that is going to keep me stuck? And actually challenge yourself, like, okay, what is, let's say, I'm going to give an example, like your day isn't going as planned, things keep getting delayed, or things are just not happening. I want you to ask yourself, okay, what are those few things that I am learning through this experience? Is it learning patience? Is it learning how to not stress over the things that I can't control? Is it being able to adapt and pivot to, adjust to this new schedule because it's being challenged? Asking yourself those types of questions actually helps your mindset look for more positive things. That's actually why I practice writing my gratitude every single day, at least one thing a day. It's you being able to utilize your environment and utilize your mind to be able to seek the good in the day rather than constantly, finding all the negative that we don't want. We want to be able to keep that positive mindset because it's going to help us throughout our day. It's going to help push us through those, bad situations or negative situations or unwanted situations. So you being able to take care of your mind and actually catch it whenever, a negative situation or a negative thought is approaching actually helps you be stronger mentally, so that when other things happen that are out of our control, we are able to handle them a little bit better. So instead of just dwelling on some negative thought that might pop up in different situations, why not challenge it and ask it better questions? And yes, better questions could be anything, such as, what am I learning? What are the things that I can do about it right now? What are things that this is helping me instead of hurting me? How many ways am I able to overcome this situation? Those types of questions. So when it comes to your mindset literally will determine your day, but obviously you are the one in control of what is happening in your mind. You just have to figure out and slowly work at being able to control that. So that is my little talk about mindset, because I feel like it is so important, and actually once I get to the quote of the week you'll see why. But mindset is just absolutely insane, and that is one thing that I like to focus on with my clients in my virtual gym, that when it comes to you starting or you continuing your health and wellness journey, a lot of obstacles happen, a lot of negative thoughts happen, and it's how we react and how we overcome those negative thoughts and flip it to a more positive one is how we're going to stay consistent and continue on with our journeys, right? So it's super important to be able to take note, create that awareness, but then also have a plan for you to attack whenever it is that it happens. Okay, so that is my little spiel. I'm going to go ahead, finish up all of these time blocking. Yes, there is a lot of empty space. There is a reason behind that I will explain maybe next week's video. But for now, this is how my time is looking, and I actually kind of love it. So let me just finish this up really quick. let's go into the quote of the week. So this bottom right section is usually where I draw it out. This is where I just have fun with some calligraphy and write down a quote that I want to focus on this week. So this week's quote is actually, make your mind a good place to be. Okay, we're continuing on with the mindset aspect, because honestly, if it's not a good place to be, it affects our day-to-day. So making sure that we are on that positive, streak or street, whatever you want to call it, but it's just a good way because it'll make your day way better. Trust me, we want to be in that positive mindset, something that is uplifting, encouraging, motivating, something that makes you want to, live the best life that you can, because that is the whole point of this. And making sure that our mind is that good place to be is definitely going to be a huge game changer whenever obstacles happen, whenever challenges happens, whenever things out of our control happen. It's just a great way to be able to handle all of those things in the best way that we can. So we want to make our mind a great place to be. So let me go ahead and finish this up really quick. Time to draw out a tracker. So this bottom right or bottom left section, sorry about that, is usually where I add a tracker. So one of the good things about, keeping some form of tracker available that you are, consistently working on is a great way for you to see how you are improving, what are areas that you need to focus on more. The reason I do this tracker is actually for my wellness business. This is how I'm able to, make sure that my clients are being taken care of, because I cross off boxes, making sure that I'm boosting my business / that means boosting my income. So there's all different ways for you to track, but I highly recommend, if you are going for a goal, track your progress. Like, even if it's the smallest thing, like, I'm going to go into the whole aspect of health and wellness, but let's say you moved your body that day, track it. If you drank a little bit more of water, track that as well. If you read, a little bit of personal development or listened to a podcast that is brain boosting, motivating, track that as well. See how you're doing every single week. Tracking is such a great way for you to see your progress, rather than something so simple as, the scale, which, if you are part of my virtual gym, we know that that's not the greatest indicator of progress. So I'm going to go ahead, finish up my tracker here before having fun with some stickers. Okay, my favorite part of this whole planning session is actually tracking different things like my gratitude for each day and my goals for the week and my to-dos, and then obviously all the stickers that I'm able to use. So one of the biggest things that I like to do is kind of be creative with all these stickers, because the majority of the stickers that I buy are for the Happy Planner, and obviously they're laid out differently to fit that kind of planner. Some of them do actually fit. So for example, this one fits, width-wise but not lengthwise. So I definitely like to mix and match and basically adjust them to fit. So I'm actually cutting pieces to make one sticker instead of using two to have two, like different situations. So see, I just made one. So anyways, one of the greatest ways is just being creative and making sure that you are having fun with your planner, because even though we are trying to plan out our lives, we want to be able to, have it somewhat, fun, that we are, it's eye-pleasing and we just have everything in one spot. Let's just put it that way. I freaking love planning, and it'll always be something that is a part of me, because it just helps me with, let's say, my mindset, being able to track different things, boosting, who I am as a person by getting things done on time without stress. This is just the game changer. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, have some fun with these stickers, because why not? I need to decorate a little bit. And yeah, let me just go ahead and do the fun stuff. finished spread. Okay, it is colorful, it is just what I need for this new week, and obviously a great reminder for where my mind needs to be to make sure that it is at a good place. So it's just a fun spread for me, and I absolutely love it. And hopefully because of that, it's inspiring and it's motivated, and hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here for another video very, very soon. Okay, bye.